Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Big the CoinsKid cruise. So a lot of people having a lot of fun with the CoinsKid crystal ball indicator that create for yourself. It works on logarithmic mode. You can offset the settings. There's a default setting, obviously, that I've coded into the indicator for you right there. But you can override those settings. And a lot of people have been playing with it. And there was one user the other day that did say, take a look at Bitcoin on the 46-day time frame offset right there. And I did do that. I've shown it in the video. And it was forecasting a pump, basically. And yesterday, literally, we've got that pump, haven't we, which is amazing. So I do hope, and obviously there's no guarantees, I do hope that it is tracking that 46-day compression right there. So I'll go through that in today's video with you. But what Bitcoin's done today and yesterday with that Trump pump, basically the pump from nowhere, it's ran into key levels of resistance that we need to see broken to, from in my opinion, to validate the bottom being in here for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'll go through that with you in today's charts. But you know, if you want to get involved in a crystal ball indicator, it's an amazing indicator that I've created for the CoinsKid crew. Just go to coinskid.com, go to indicators and follow the process right there. Okay, so let's dive into the Bitcoin chart to see what we can see going forward today. So I did relay this post last week. I was looking for a bearish divergence on the tether dominance, and I did show you in a video that from this bottom here, way back in December, we've got the beautiful bullish divergence where we've got these higher lows in the RSI on the daily time frame, and we've got the lower lows on the daily here in the index. So this was a bullish divergence way back in December, which has led to this ABC correction in tether dominance. So I think there's a chance here that we've seen a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the tether dominance, and we may have seen that equally in Bitcoin. Okay, and obviously XRP and VeChain and Cardano and so on and so forth. So we may have bottomed just here in confluence of this particular chart topping. So I'll take a look. We did get a bearish divergence here, which has led to this pullback, which is something I was looking at. I did relay that to the CoinsKid crew in the tweet right there. So let's dive into the tether dominance, and then we'll take another look at a chart that I think is the clue to a major move here for Bitcoin. Okay, so looking at tether dominance, I think is a really important chart that no one looks at basically, and I've actually coded an indicator for this on the CoinsKid website in the top right corner. Whenever you start to see this really overbought and Bitcoin really oversold, you can see it below 30 for Bitcoin and above 70 for tether dominance. It's a buy basically, and then the inverse is obviously when Bitcoin's above 70 and the USD right there on the indicator right there in the coinskid.com website is below 30, it's a sell basically. So you know, you look at that, and that's an intraday time frame indicator I created. I'm actually refining that. I'm going to call it a trader meter. I'm going to create a whole indicator, not just for Bitcoin, for multiple coins. But the trouble I'm having at the moment, I want to find bullish and bearish divergence within that particular indicator for the CoinsKid crew, and I'm just struggling to automate that process at the moment. It's going to take some manual inspection, so I'm looking everywhere for any data on how to find, you know, basically whether or not on the hourly, 4 hourly, daily or whatever, that Bitcoin is in a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence, because then I can include that into the indicator, that data point, and then obviously it's confluence. You can just look at the indicator and it says, you know, bullish divergence, buy basically, or you know, bearish divergence and sell. But at the minute it's going to give you, the trading meter will give you a signal, and at that point you need to take manual inspection on the charts basically, look for a pattern or, you know, reversal pattern or toppy pattern, whatever, with the divergence. So it's going to take some manual inspection, but I would love it if I could find the, you know, the automated bullish and bearish divergence data. I have thought about just logging and then creating my own data set, but there's quite a lot of work involved in that, and a brand new server with some indicators that I'd have to code and create as well, so it's a bit complicated, but I think eventually I will get there, you know. So please pay attention to that. I'm always creating new little things for yourselves. For example, I did create the CoinsKid crystal ball the other day, which was forecasting this particular pump. So aside from that, the tether dominance is really, really important in my opinion. Basically what we've got is a double top drop here in 2022. This is November, and like I relayed to you at the time, for anyone paying attention, that was a beautiful buy opportunity for XRP and Bitcoin. And then we've got boom, another push, double top, and this was late 2022, and from there we've been in a downtrend. We lost this structural low here way back here roughly a year later, trended up, so you basically effectively entered a downtrend just there. Okay, so you've got some kind of big sideways compression pattern, boom, 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 breakdown, back test here later, breakdown, back test again, and boom, boom, you're breaking down and back testing again, and this looks like it wants to drop once more. So this is what we do need to see. We need to see this thing here, you know, be in a downtrend for as long as possible, because the longer that this remains in a downtrend, the higher, you know, the probability that you are in an uptrend on crypto, and it's only opportunity to upside basically for Bitcoin and obviously XRP and Cardano, VeChain, so on and so forth. So I'm trying to ride the waves with you on this particular chart, and this is why it's included in the trading meter indicator I'm creating for yourselves. you know, and you can get in its infancy. It is in the top right corner. I've taught you how to use it before, you know. But anyway, aside from that, what we've got from this top here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, in my opinion. Now there is another count here that I see. The fact that, you know, I don't want to overcomplicate it too much, but there may be another little count here in this particular chart where, you know, in time, if we see this break out to the upside, and please take note of this, if we do ever see the tether dominance break out to the upside, you'll see crypto, Bitcoin roll over, okay? Because that's exactly what's happened from this low here. This has been trending up and Bitcoin's been trending down. But if you do see a big vertical in this chart, if you take a look at this level here, we've got a double top drop or triple top drop, I do apologise, descending triangle, and you see this here, this level, we never back tested it as resistance. That's 7.53%. So write in your notebook, because I think in time, and this is why I've left this there, whenever this does start to trend up, this level right here will offer an amazing long opportunity or a spot buying position in your charts, basically for Bitcoin, XRP, whatever. It's going to offer an amazing trade going forward where we could make a lot of money on a leverage long position right there, because it's a God candle back test. That, look at that triple top, never back tested that as resistance. So that could be, you know, and again, it could be the next bear market low, who knows, but we'll look at that in time. 7.53% on the nose, I think, is an opportunity, because if you take a look at this, okay, and this, we've been nailing this as this was trending down last summer. I said to you, this is a bearish flag, this is rising up, and right at the end we created this channel here, and what we've got is this descending triangle. So as this started to go sideways and create the red sell dot, I said to you, wow, I think we've got a clue here. This is going to drop down to my technical target, is where the channel started. Boom, 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 boom. This flush to the downside, where this technical target gets met, is going to be an absolute beautiful opportunity, and it really was. It was an amazing time for myself and the CoinsKid crew. But as it started to meet the target and start to create a bullish divergence at the bottom, I said to you, I think we've got a correction here, guys, and I just don't know how big or long it's going to be. I did think it was over at some points, I'll be honest with you, on this wick low here, but you know, for me right now, I do think there's an increased probability it is over, because what I'm seeing right now in the charts, well, basically we've got overbought conditions with a bearish divergence, and this neckline retested once more, and a potential 3 wave A, 3 wave B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup in C. So I think we've had some kind of ABC here, expanded flat correction since December, when this was creating a bullish divergence down here, okay? And what I'm looking for right now in this particular chart, which is going to get me incredibly bullish, which is basically what was happening just there, is go sideways, create a bearish channel, which is basically your descending triangle, create your red sell dot like we did there, and boom, we've got a flush to the downside in this chart, which is a vertical in Bitcoin. Really, really simple. So again, I would just be patient here. I would be patient instead of just jumping into degen longs. Let's wait for the structure. Let's wait for this particular structure to play out. Let's see the red sell dot, the loss of the ribbon again on the daily, because currently that's where it's finding support. A loss of the ribbon, turn to resistance, red sell dot. Okay, I think we've got a push to around about 3.25%, which is where, and I've had this in the charts for a very long time, I will exit Bitcoin, because we've got 5 waves to the downside from this double top drop in late 2022. We've seen a 1 into an ABC2, a 3 into a 5 wave zigzag 4, and boom, the final 5th wave, which consists of 5 waves within itself. So we've got some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a final 5th wave to the downside, some kind of ending diagonal just there for Bitcoin, for the tether dominance, sorry, which obviously is a final 5th wave up for Bitcoin. So that's the thing I'm looking at right now. At the moment, I'm just keeping an eye on the tether dominance, because we've got resistance, pullback, resistance, pullback, resistance, pullback. If it starts to create a descending triangle just there, starts to create red sell dot, then I think we've got to push down to 3.25%, where again I will exit my Bitcoin position. Right now we've got overbought, bearish divergence, we're pulling back, we found a bit of support on the CoinsKid daily ribbon right now, and exactly where Bitcoin has found resistance. So at the moment this has found support and Bitcoin's found resistance. This is where we've got to be careful, okay? So let me show you the Bitcoin chart right now, but this is a very, very important chart. Like I relayed to you, in the future, write into your notebook, 7.53% is going to offer an amazing long and spot buying position in Bitcoin in the future, okay? Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart to see what we can see. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame with an inverse correlation of the tether dominance in yellow right now, what we've got is that top in December. So I actually think it's a true top. I think crypto, and especially Bitcoin, has been in a correction since then, and what we've seen is some kind of A wave to the downside. This is an expanded flat B wave just there, that basically a high low structure within the tether dominance itself, and this right now has been a C wave to the downside, and this has been a C wave to the upside for the tether dominance, okay? So potentially what we're seeing is some kind of 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into a 5, and like I've taught you, you see this level of resistance here, this is always broken in a third wave. So we've got this support here that's been broken in the third wave as well. So just there, we may have seen the completion of 5 within C, okay? So it's very important going forward that this low holds, because if it doesn't, then okay, I'm buying back Bitcoin on this level of resistance here, which is basically got candle back test around about $74,000 for Bitcoin. Now the technical target of a double top drop has been met, okay, and this is a target I was relaying to you, that once we lose this support just there, I think we've got a double top drop here down to this level at 79,600. So from there we've seen a lovely little bounce, but the bounce has been into key resistance, currently 16% up, but we found that was a lovely pump around about 21% in a day. So basically we've found a resistance on the neckline here of this trend line, look at this, and equally the CoinsKid ribbon on the daily, where the inverse correlation is the tether dominance is broke out and it's pulled back onto the daily as support. So this right now has got resistance, and the daily on the tether dominance has found support. So technically we need to see the tether dominance come up and make a series of lower highs and lower lows, which is a descending triangle, and we need to see this come back and make high lows, which is an ascending triangle, into this resistance to break out back to see you later. So we may have completed the bottom, you know, we may have seen enough fear in this particular market right now to jump up and down and say, okay, the bottom's in, guys. But if we don't, okay, and we see another low where this breaks down again and we see the tether dominance break out, we'll keep an eye on that channel, that rising channel, and look for a bigger bearish divergence on that channel. But equally we'll look for a low that sweeps this and comes back down into this support zone here, which is around about 74k, which is this god candle back test just there. Now if we do see this from Bitcoin, I want to reassure you that it's still bullish market structure if we see that, because this pivot point here at 62k, I think it is, roughly 63,000, that is your invalidation of a bullish impulse, because from here I think we've got a 1 into a 2 into a 3 into a 4 into your final fifth wave. So it may still be that Bitcoin is in the bottoming process here, but one of the things I'm looking for to, you know, give us a clue that okay, Bitcoin's bottomed, right, that, and we're looking at reversal, we're looking at a beautiful pump to the upside, is really simple. We take out the daily ribbon, we take out this neckline, we start to see the descending triangle, you know, the breakdown of the ribbon and the red cell dot on the tether dominance right there. We've got a fifth wave up to the upside regardless, okay? So we've got to just be patient, wait for that, instead of jumping into, you know, DJ longs. So is there anything else that, you know, forecast this pump, basically, this beautiful move up from Bitcoin? Well, I did make an indicator for yourselves based on global liquidity and M2 money supply. I did release that last week to the CoinsKid crew. You know, I coded it and tweaked it, and I added some settings and default settings and things like that for multiple time frames, and a lot of the CoinsKid crew were playing with that. One of the CoinsKid crew says, you know, offset it to 46 days and you know, take a look, and I did, and it was absolutely staggering, and it did actually look and call for this pump right on cue. So I'll show you that right now. But me personally, there's no bias. I think there is a lag, around about a 10-week lag, so I don't necessarily think the 46 day is ringing true, but I could be wrong, absolutely possible. So I'll show you that right now. It's an indicator created for the CoinsKid crew called the crystal ball. There's a couple of options to view the crystal ball. You can view it on the coinskid.com website in the crystal ball indicator section right there, or you can actually get it on TradingView and input it into your own charts and experiment and play with it on multiple time frames, and, you know, change the offset time frames. So a lot of the CoinsKid crew were experimenting with that, and one of them decided to play with 46 days. I don't know why, but they messaged me, says take a look at 46 days, and this is a result. Let me show you right now. So the crystal ball indicator was looking at a big move to the upside from here, from this pivot low. Look at that, beautiful. So we've seen this move up. You should have some kind of retracement and continuation, and you should be looking at some kind of breakout here according to the 46-day offset on the crystal ball indicator. So again, to get to this indicator, you just go to coinskid.com, follow the process, and in the drop down just there, I've created some options for you on this particular indicator. You can disable the offsets. You know, this is by default, this is what's coded in right there. Multiple time frames you're looking at: monthly, weekly, 5-day, 3-day, 8-hour, 4-hour, 1 hour. Okay, and you can see the configuration. A lot of people have been trading. There was one guy that messaged me the other day. He traded Solana and made a lot of money on the hourly time frame, just trading the CoinsKid crystal ball against Solana. He made a lot of money. So again, just experiment, play with it, see what you think. But basically it's based on liquidity, global liquidity, M2 money supply, with a little bit of tweaking. And what I've done, I've created these automated settings for you. So just come to the indicator, click disable auto offset, and change the custom date offset to 46, and this is what it looks like. And one of the CoinsKid crew relayed that to me. I think I showed you in a previous video. So you know, the peaks and troughs are absolutely on song. So you got a peak there, you got a final peak there, another peak there, you got your low there, your low there, you got your low there, which was that low, and then you pumped basically, which is basically this pivot high here. You have your pullback, which is this pullback right now, and then you go again, which is a breakout, then another pullback, and so on and so forth. You can clearly see. So it looks as though there's some kind of big correction just there, right around April the 12th. We should have some kind of pullback. So whether or not Bitcoin's entering, you know, some kind of price discovery at that point, time will tell. But you know, if this continues to play out like this this is your peaks and troughs of the potential upside here for Bitcoin. So keep an eye on this, because look at this, right on cue we've seen your big pump, which is basically this move here. So you know, if you are looking to get this indicator and drop it into your charts and use it for your trading, again, it's not absolute, it's not guaranteed to play out. Please remember that. It's, you know, it's a theory, it's a crystal ball, it's a potential future price action, but so far it's beautiful. Okay, so if you are looking to get this, just go to CoinsKid.com, follow the process. It's really simple to get involved, and that's a CoinsKid crystal ball indicator right there with, you know, your preset settings, and you can disable them and experiment on multiple time frames. So I'll leave you that. So if you are looking for regular updates, trade opportunities, long, short, whatever, spot bids, definitely get involved in the Discord. The link's in the video description. And if you are trading Bitcoin, don't be an over leveraged degen, don't go in your life savings, always look for bullish and bearish divergence to counter your trades, look for the 5-wave counter as well, and always use a fantastic platform like Blowfin, Mexi or Bybit. The links are in the video description right there. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Take care everyone, back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.